Typically, that's a foul, right? You can't have that left arm on the back of a post player.
Catch and fire, Kaitlin Peterson able to hit it home. Trying to find Donnelly, it's going to get poked away. The steal, Peterson. And Peterson all the way to the 10, the easy score here.
You can tell right now the Knights are having trouble dealing with that double team once Gusters receives the ball. The other 4 players on the court have to make themselves options, or Hannah Gusters has to do what she does right there. As soon as she receives.
Sub 10 seconds on that shot clock. Here's a Shola Cott. And Kaitlin Peterson gonna have to recognize. She'll step into a 3 and get a 3. Tied ball.
So you see right here, Sharia Smith's got to come up. There's a screen set against Olivia Porter. She's not going to be able to get over.
Touchdown lead here for UCF, led by as many as 13 in the first half. Peterson an open look, trifecta, you betcha. Shielded off, great defensive sequence by Gusters. And now the freshman Gibson. Too strong and a quick clearance by Gusters up to Peterson, going to take the contact. Peterson, a little hesitation move, gets past her first defender and goes up strong and gets the bucket.
Peterson passes up a 3, Castagne wide open. Off the back rim, but Gusters able to keep it at this end of the floor. Free throw line jumper from Gusters, and she's rewarded. Molly Sheehan with the triple. Stoller had her hands up going back down the floor. She was confident that one was going down.
Can't dare her.
Peterson with an immediate answer. Under a minute to go in the third. Ball knocked away. Here's Peterson in transition. Cougars opt not to foul. An easy deuce for Kaitlin Peterson.
We've played nearly 4 minutes of basketball into this first quarter. In the 2-woman game, here is Peterson. The triple on its way is up and good. As a game-high 10 points. And Peterson will pull the trigger, and she's got one in the holster. Bang! Attacking and attacking and attacking even more so. A 22-point advantage for the Knights. Griffin.
And a great job by the Knights on defense. They were able to execute their scouting report, keep the Rattlers on the same side.
Kaitlin Peterson taking the harm on the arm.
She's relentless. She is the most.
And the glue for this team.
Peterson, the leading scorer in the Big 12, held it to 7 points today, make it 10. Kaitlin Peterson on cue in double figures.
A double-figure score on the season, just over 10 points per contest. The cross-up, Peterson goes up against 2 trees, count the bucket. As the hoop and the harm and the forgiving iron for Kaitlin Peterson.
She's the engine of this team and has been all season. Look at the move. Little shimmy, shake, gather, and run.
Peterson gives to Guster, well executed, drawing in the defense and the easy score.
Here's the guard from Paris, France, Lucy Castagna. Gives and goes. Peterson got that one down, and she'll shoot a free throw. Kaitlin Peterson now has 19 points. She's just over 20, her average 20 point something. What, 20 point? I just keep telling her she's really talented. She's kind of an understated, introverted type personality, and they've been in her ear like, you are really good. Wow, that was really good from Kaitlin Peterson. What a finish.
What she does. I don't want to say the refs are being very diligent right now. However, it feels
is going to need more of, and you love to see it as the season rolls along.
Peterson, the turnaround, as she's going to get the bucket before the horn expires, and UCF, their first 10 minutes of basketball, able to weather the storm. She plays with 2 fouls. It's the starting big for UCF. Kaitlin Peterson with the thievery, and now the push as Peterson all the way to the dish and the easy score.
You know, bigs have trouble with, you give up one play and then compound it with another mistake.
And Peterson is finally able to strike from downtown. Her first triple.
UCF did run a lot of zone, 1-3-1 zone, 2-3 zone against Cincinnati, but against this team, that's tough. Here's Peterson, buries the three. She's got, and also 11 assists on 12 baskets made. On the drive, counted.
And now for the first time checking in, Kaitlin Peterson comes in averaging 20.5 points per game as she drives left, finishes with the right hand. Going to be called here against Ashola Cott.
Right here, if that's on air and that miss at point guard, she can really control the show. When they get in those close games, she might be the difference maker.
How about the shot by Kaitlin Peterson falling back? Yeah, her first field goal, Ben, here of the afternoon. And now Peterson going to tee up a three, and silky smooth. That was all nylon.
But has gotten comfortable and has really produced well, especially on the defensive side and energy side for the Cougars.
How about the move by Kaitlin Peterson?
Kaitlin Peterson just doing what she does best, fake pull it out, snatch it back, straight baseline, pure speed, great finish by Kaitlin.
Gibb trying to make it 2 threes on the game for BYU, no good. Kaitlin Peterson trying to beat everyone down the floor, forces the issue, and it pays off. Kristen, how do you feel like BYU is defending her overall?
If you go behind the screen on Kaitlin Peterson, she will pull up and take that three-point shot. It's a really difficult guard. And this is what she does, is get out in passing lanes on the defensive end. Third in the conference with 2.2 steals per game.
It's hard being a freshman playing in the Big 12, but she continues to improve.
Triple fired corner pocket. That was Lovett. And now running as a head of steam in transition. Peterson going coast to coast with the lay-in.
There's no player in the Big 12.
Skinner weaving the top, now to Moore. Final 2 minutes, this opening quarter. And another miscue. Here's Nay Brown, and she is able to strike again.
Really was looking like an all-conference freshman in the Big 12 to start the season. Has had some injuries, has had to deal with the changing again of the roster. Her role has changed, but a player with a lot of potential for sure.
Draw and kick. And
defensively, the last couple possessions have been better.
That ended 14 straight for K-State. Peterson with a full head of steam gets her first basket and a chance at the free throw line.
And this is where, if you're Kansas State, you cannot allow Kaitlin Peterson to get that full head of steam. She gets picked up late.
Dumps off to Akot. Peterson left wide open, and she will not miss that.
And that comes off a secondary opportunity. We mentioned it at the beginning.
Kansas State 4 of 4 from behind the arc, 6 of 8 overall from the field here in this third quarter. Peterson, a great drive and finish. She has 13.
That's the head.
It's now to Peterson. She blows behind the dribble through traffic and hits her first field goal. Trying to get the back cut that time, Williams to Evans, but the go-to steals it. Here comes Peterson off the window and good.
Right, you're up 11-5. Great start for the Lady Raiders.
shot clock at 5. Cutting off Peterson is Texas Tech. She'll get it back. She'll have to hoist, and the triple is up and good for Kaitlin Peterson. Beating the...
This is KP just staying with it, right? As a scorer, you can never relax when you're on.
The freshman Adeng Ring on the floor now for UCF guarding her. Hand off to Johnson. Johnson driving, loses it. One woman to beat, Peterson. Up floor it goes, and Kaitlin Peterson able to hang mid-flight. And hurrying up this UCF offense, Texas Tech in the backcourt. As the pressure down into the go-to, count the bucket. In the latest bracketology.
Yeah, very meaningful game here for Iowa State as Kaitlin Peterson's going to cut the passing lane.
One woman to beat is Peterson challenging, and Peterson count the bucket.
In Kansas State, a group that's going to be a 3 or a 4 seed in the NCAA tournament, that goes a long way for Iowa State's resume.
Peterson flips it over.
Adeng Ring, good footwork to beat McFarland. Love taps out the rebound. Peterson picks it up, slip pass inside for Mahogany Chandler Roberts before Wake Forest and East Tennessee State. Peterson hits the 3.
16 points. Most of her buckets have come at the rim, but she's also showing off she has.
Oh, look at that speed to the basket and the foul. Peterson showing the burst, accelerating, getting the hoop, and a chance for a three-point play.
Well, BYU is trying to ice the on ball. What do I mean by that? Keep it on the side. Well, because she gets a little bit too high, that just allows.
They were 10 of 35 in the overtime game against Utah. Peterson again to the basket and one. She is not a big kid, but double digits now for Emily Rodriguez. And then a steal and a score by Peterson, and it can happen that quickly against the Knights.
We just don't see it a lot, but yes, I feel like in the last 3 or 4 weeks, we've seen more and more Sides moving to the point guard, Sundell moving to the off guard. Pass by Sides to Maupin on the run. And then for UCF, the bank is open.